So hello, it's Sakari here from OmniGeometry. Today I'll be showing you quickly how you can set up TouchOSC MIDI interface using with the new 1.3.11 beta version of OmniGeometry that is available for Mac in our Telegram group now, available, downloadable there. Look at the history. Anyway, I wanted to show how you can set up. You have to obviously have TouchOSC installed. So it's an application that allows you to create custom UIs that then can send MIDI commands to any application or MIDI output. So with this application we can use a custom UI that is sending the MIDI messages of the UI and the control messages to the OmniGeometry app here through the TouchOSC bridge software that's running on your computer. So with that you can connect your iPad to your computer and control OmniGeometry with a custom UI with your touch based UI on an iPad. So basically you can just have a custom controller fully dedicated to controlling your scene in OmniGeometry with this. So I'm going to show quickly how you can set that up. So as I said, you have to get TouchOSC. It's like $10 or something. So, and it's a really good software, so I can totally recommend it. So you have to get a license, and I guess if you want to use it mobile you need to buy the app there. It's 10 euros. It's like 20 euros both. So very nice, very good software. Anyway, I'll show you how to do it. So here we have OmniGeometry 1.3.11 beta 1. It has the MIDI support here, enabled in options, enable MIDI interface. And now we launch TouchOSC. And we have this bridge, TouchOSC bridge here running. So you have to have this running to enable the connections. And enable USB here if you want to connect your iPad to this. I don't think Android works yet with USB, but you can use Wi-Fi with Android. So with Android you can control your scenes through Wi-Fi connection also. It works very well in local network, but in busy venues it kind of sucks. So the Wi-Fi network is going to be busy there, so you can't really use it for in public spaces. So you need an Apple device to really use this USB connection. I have an iPad mini 6 that's very good for this. Anyway, I'll start TouchOSC, and now we have the TouchOSC interface. We're gonna open up a custom scene that is included in the OmniGeometry app. So you have to kind of like, actually you have to, let me see, you have to go to your applications first, from applications and OmniGeometry and show package contents. From here you can see contents, and here you can see this assets directory, and here you have the TouchOSC scene. So I open that, let's close that, and here you can see the controller UI. So here we have a left pad, right pad. You can change the parameters on both pads. So each pad controls two parameters, up and down, plus and minus. Then you have adjusters for hue frequency here, invert, multiply, divide hue frequency for adjusting hue animation, like creating colored line that are animated in rainbow patterns. So then we have scale frequency here, invert, multiply, divide. So you can control scale frequency of the animation scale frequency easily. Opacity, background opacity for video control. This should be actually animation. So let's change that. Animate like that. So now let me show you. We make the connection from here. We make sure the MIDI connection is to bridge 1. It has to be, at least on my machine, this bridge 1 with the square bracket. I don't know why. I know this is also enabled here. I don't know, does this matter or not, but anyway, done. And then we can actually look at this protocol. They have this application protocol that lets you see the connection. So now if I would launch this here, yeah, so you can see it's sending to the TouchOSC bridge, and it's sending like the control values. So we can close this now, and actually now we're running this controller here on the desktop. Naturally, this is designed for the iPad. So anyway, I'll show you a little bit what this does. For example, here I can change. Let's just hide that UI. The child radius ratio of the layer, like this, or the radius, and you can adjust 2 parameters at the same time. So this is very nice. Like, of course, you cannot like copy layers or anything like this here. So you kinda, if you want to create something real time, then you have to kind of like combine the both. This is more designed to adjust your parameters real time, and if you already have a nice scene, then with this you could easily animate it, like by changing all the parameters. For example, I can change the curve radius from here easily, like this. So that's already very like beautiful, but you can do with that analog control. Then we can let's try doing something a little more interesting. Let's change the colors a bit, and like that. Now we can like make this kind of art real time and just make it alive in really small movements and analog movements. You can do like big, small. So this is just like showing a little bit about how this works. This works very nicely on when you run it to the actual device, of course. And here you can animate, and you can change the direction of the animation. You can multiply the speed, you can divide the speed, as you can see. Also you can enable hue rotation. I think maybe you have to enable it from here. But with this you could, for example, change the anim hue range slowly to a smaller range. Like you can see, it's changing the range of the colors that are being cycled, animated. Let's put it to a small value, like that. And now from here I can easily add a nice effect to that, and multiply that if I want more, like that. And like, of course you can like just make it alive in here. So that's like one of the reasons we have built this interface is to have live control, and I have actually used this in many gigs already, with thousands of people seeing gigs made with this software. For example, in Biohacker Summit Amsterdam, it was a full house projecting these geometries at the end ceremonies, so this can be already used in a very nice manner to control your OmniGeometry scenes in real time. And with the beta version, you can now like also set a background video, so you could have mesmerizing effects being played back as these OmniGeometry digital mandala scenes living in front of your audience's eyes, and you're transforming it to the music that is being played, like real time, tapping into the energy of that moment and place and expressing that live. So there can be something real special there. Like it's completely different than just having pre-made art. You're creating it there, adjusting it there, and it's just optimal for that purpose. Yeah, so you have to open up the scene inside the assets directory, start it up in TouchOSC, enable MIDI interface in the beta version, and then you're rocking with this already. Anyway, this was Sakari. Hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit about this interface to OmniGeometry. Check out our Telegram group for the download link to the new beta that is available for macOS, for Apple Silicon now, and the new version is hopefully coming out later this year with Windows and Mac support for all platforms that we support. Okay, thank you. This is Sakari. Bye bye.